Everyone, welcome back to Plan B TV News. A lot of things have been going on in Nigeria. We all know that everyone has a freedom of speech and freedom of expressions. But ever since Bola Ahmed Tinubu have been selected as the president of Nigeria, the freedom were taken from every Nigerian that want to question the February 25th presidential elections, how it was conducted, if it was free, fair, and credible, or if it was rigged in favor of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This is what we're going to be focusing on, so stay tuned with us and we'll be right back to give you more details in this news.
Tinubu has not satisfied the requirement to be declared president-elect. Accordingly, there is no president-elect for Nigeria now. I repeat, accordingly, there is no president-elect for Nigeria at the moment because the declared one violates the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I know what I'm saying. The Constitution is...
It is unconstitutional. Peter Obi running made Baba DATTI and asked President BUHARI CJN not to hold Tinubu inauguration. The vice president candidate of the Labour Party, DATTI Ahmed, asked the president and the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Olakoyede Arowola, not to hold the inaugurations of the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu come May 29, as his emergence as the president is not in line with the Nigerian constitution. Tinubu, of All Progressive Congress candidate, was declared the winner of presidential elections by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) on May 1st. Speaking on Channel Television this evening, Baba DATTI Ahmed argued that the APC failed to satisfy the requirement of Section 134 of the Constitution for elections to the office of president. According to the provisions of the section, the rightful winners is whom has the highest number of votes cast at the election and has not less 1/4 of the votes cast at the election each of the last 2/3 of all states in the federations and the Federal Capital Territory in Abuja. Details in the video.
Nigeria, I believe in this document. That is why I'm so lawful. That is why I'm so confident. And that is why however extreme it is, Sheung, I am saying it on national TV. I don't like to take risks. I'm not taking any risks. Swearing in a ticket that has not met the constitutional requirements of the Constitution, okay, is ending democracy. Quote me on to be declared an issued certificate of return. It is only that candidate that has scored the highest number of votes and at least 25% in each in at least two-thirds of the states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory.
All right.
Remember,
so I thought you were going to say something different from what I was going to read.
No. Each and now it is very clear Tinubu does not have 25% in the FCT. We denied him. We got 61%. Atiku does not have 25% in the FCT. We denied both of them. By the clear, unambiguous provision of the Nigerian Constitution, which must not be, Tinubu has not satisfied the requirement to be declared president-elect. Accordingly, there is no president-elect for Nigeria now. I repeat, accordingly, there is no president-elect for Nigeria at the moment because the declared one violates the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I know what I'm saying. The Constitution is there in your presence, is available. Everybody is reading it as I speak. I'm not therefore behaving illegally or unconstitutionally. To the contrary, I am supporting constitutionality. It is in fact better for the powers that be to go and create additional 6% out of thin air and rig it back to Tinubu and therefore swear him in on 25% than to go ahead and take the risk of swearing, and I'm saying it. It was more extreme for Yakubu to issue that certificate. It was reckless. He is putting all our lives in danger. All of us were already at risk. So what is there again in me taking risks again? What have they not done against Nigeria? What have they not abused in Nigeria? Now they will take the constitution where it is clear it says and get 24. After that, and FCT. They fail to get it. They are going to swear this man in, and I should be afraid? I will not be. I'm telling you that on the 20th...
He provides what Nigerians should think about when they are electing a leader and the office of the president, and he talks about...
No, Seun, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's not what they should say when they are electing a leader. Section 134 stipulates...
It is no longer news that the APC government have been going after any TV stations that give rooms to their guests to question how the 25th February elections were conducted. Well, after this particular video went viral, the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu has written a petition to the National Broadcasting Commission (NBC) asking the commissions to sanction Channel Television for allegedly breaching the Nigerian Broadcasting Code during this interview with Labour Party vice presidential candidate DATTI Ahmed. However, the NBC took into consideration to sanction the TV station. The National Broadcasting Commission's (NBC) has slammed a fine of ₦5 million on Channel Televisions for breaking the broadcasting law in a program. This was contained in a letter addressed to the chief executive officers of the TV stations. The letter, with the title "Broadcasting of Inciting Interview, a Sanction," was signed by Barale Ilela, the Commission's Director General. In the reading part, the NBC monitored the broadcast of a live interviews of the running mate of the Labour Party vice presidential candidate DATTI Ahmed by the anchor of Politics Today, Seun, on Wednesday, March 2022. You are advised to pay within 2 weeks from the day of receipt of this letter, or the penalty will be graduated, the NBC Director General added. Well, reacting to this letter, Seun, during a Politics Today, said, "We will not let our voices to be silent. Nigeria belongs to all of us." Channel Television Seun Akibolaye said, days after the NBC slammed TV stations with 5 million fans over his interview with DATTI Ahmed. Details in the video.
I want to take a moment to acknowledge the challenges that we as a media industry are facing in Nigeria. Events of the past days have created an environment of fear and uncertainty and threatened the freedom of speech and the integrity of the media landscape. But despite these challenges, we as journalists and broadcasters remain committed to our duty to inform, educate, and entertain our audience. We at Channels Television indulge only reasonable and responsible professional journalism in the face of popular and reckless practice. We play clean and decent. Even when it looks or sounds unpopular with a crowd or online mob, we do it not only for today but for the future and the sustenance of our profession. Others want to destroy it, but we want to protect it. We will not be deterred by these obstacles. We will continue to stand up for what is right and speak truth to power, even in the face of adversity. We will remain brave, strong, and resilient, and we will not let our voices be silenced. Nigeria belongs to all of us. So to our viewers, we thank you for your continued support and trust. We assure you that we will always strive to bring you the most accurate and objective news coverage, no matter the circumstances. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, and stay strong.
Well, unlike Labour Party camp, Bayo Anonuga and Femi Fani Kayode has not made inciting comments. Anybody that brings no state actors to threaten the peace of the society is a terrorist, irrespective of the circumstances. No party can resort to self-help Ayo Oyalowo, members of the APC Presidential Campaign Council, make statement why the APC government are going after those that are making insightful hate speech against their party, while they are arresting them but not arresting anyone from their political party. Details in the video.
Why is it that it's only a certain people that think everybody's against them?
Meanwhile, if they are dominant in those markets, for example, and then you have their shops,
if you have evidence that
concern?
Somebody did something against you, what should a decent person do? You go to the police, you go to the law. Anybody who begins to bring in non-state actor to begin to threaten the peace of the environment has become a terrorist. We need to be telling ourselves the truth. Nigerian press should tell people the truth. You cannot, under any circumstances, resort to self-help. The moment you begin to resort to self-help, you have become a terrorist and a danger to the corporate existence of our country.
Well, good to know that that person who made that statement
has been arrested. I'm glad. I'm saying
it to the Lagos State governor. They will also say that some of the people within your own camp who have been making inciting statements, people like Bayo Onanuga, people like Femi Fani-Kayode, Festus Keyamo, have not been arrested. Or when Fani Kayode was brought by the DSS,
let's begin to clear this. You have mentioned Fani Kayode, you have mentioned Bayo Onanuga, you have mentioned some other people. Did any of them threaten violence anyway? I know what Bayo Onanuga said. He said nobody should get involved in Yoruba people's matter. It's not an inciting statement.
That has landed
let me finish now. Let me finish. We know ICC. Anybody can write any nonsense. I can write to ICC today. Anybody can get and begin to make this unnecessary threat. Some people even compile some senseless lists that they are sending to the American embassy so that they won't give people visa. It's very childish and it will come. Anybody can say that. What I'm saying is this. Bayo Onanuga reacted to issues that people were raising. However, none of them. In fact, Femi Fani-Kayode wrote today about what happened yesterday. And if you remember, he gave an advice. He said, I'll tell our people to do what? To calm down and hold the peace. That was the thing he wrote today.
I mean, a lot of Nigerians have been expecting
I'm
from
going now.
team.
Let me finish. The difference between them and the people inciting violence is that they could make statements that may be annoying, but they don't incite anybody to violence. You will never hear Bayo Onanuga or anybody from, even you mentioned Festus Keyamo, my brother, you won't hear them say, let's take up arms or fight somebody. But you can't compare what they have said with a man who sat there and said, we are going to bring in a proscribed. I hope you know IPOB is proscribed. It has been designated the 10th most dangerous terrorist group in the world,
and it has withdrawn that.
But are you aware that IPOB is designated the terrorist organization? You are aware.
Of course, the Nigerian government
exactly. So how can the court legitimately? So how can a man sit in this house and say he will bring an outlawed?
Ever since Tinubu was elected as the president of Nigeria, he has been going after everyone that wants to question his integrity or impose as a threat for him not to be sworn in on May 29, 2023. Alright guys, this is what I'm going to be heading the video today. Do you enjoy this particular video? If you do, please do not skip without you commenting your thoughts in the comment sections and give these videos a thumbs up. This is the only way you can support the growth of this channel. For all our returning subscribers who year to year or time to time always come to support the growth of our content, thank you very much. May God continue to bless you. Thank you. Until we meet again, do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first person to be notified anytime we upload a new content. If you have not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please subscribe and be among the Plan B TV team. Thank you very much. Until we meet again. Peace out.
Don't forget to subscribe to get notified. And as you they show your support, now say God bless you too.
Sense on the bed.
Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV. Oh, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV.